everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to make a card using a sample from the mini catalog. So this card right here has caught my attention since the catalog came out, and just as a reminder, it's only good through the end of April. So I thought we would kind of case this, but I don't have that set, so we're going to be doing something different. What we're going to do is we're going to be playing with the Irresistible Blooms set that's coming out March 1st, and one of the embossing folders from this 3-pack of 3D embossing folders that has the textures. Fun. And then I used Beautiful Shapes dies for my variety of shapes. So I've already done some prep work ahead of time. So I have, I'm going to move that out of the way. I have my embossed hexagons, that the hexagon shape that I used out of that Stylish Shapes. And we're also going to use this label that's from the Stylish Shapes dies. I've cut those out so I can get that stamped. I have my card base, which is a regular. This one is 11, scored at 5.5 and cut at 4 1/4. And I'm going to be using, for stamping, I'm going to be using the Flirty Flamingo. Of course, I'm going to need some dimensionals, glue dots. And I'm also going to use some of these loose frosted gems. And also this fine tip glue pen. I think that it just really adheres those down, because they are not, they don't have any sticky back to them. Okay, so let's see. The first thing I'm going to do, and I think I left my flowers and leaves. Yep, here's my flowers and leaves. So from this paper pack here that comes with that set that's available March 1st, having a lot of fun thinking up things for this. They have some really pretty back sides. So what I did for, let me show you the flowers. So what I did for the flowers is I stamped it, because it's just an outline. All of the pink here, I stamped it in the Flirty Flamingo, all of my flowers. And I did that on this one right here. And I just went around and stamped a bunch of them, and then used the die set that comes with it to cut out those flowers. So you have two different sizes of flowers here. This one here and this one here I used. And I used all 6 of these leaf pieces. And what I did with those is made myself use my paper, because I have a habit of wanting to hang on to it when it's pretty. I used the back. That's one side here and that's the other. I cut a whole 6x6 sheet of just those leaves so I could get different colors in there. So that's how I got the flowers and the leaves. Okay, so I think the first thing we need to do is we need to do some stamping. So I'm going to get this. I cut 2 of these in case I didn't like the placement of this. I'm going to use Hooray It's Your Day from the Irresistible Bloom stamp set, and I'm going to stamp it in Flirty Flamingo. Okay, let's see how this turns out. That's cute. I don't have to do another one, so I'll save that for another time. Now, the other thing I might want to go ahead and do, I might want to just turn this into a birthday card. That's really cool with this Hooray It's Your Day. You can just have that on the front, and it can be for anything. Any day we're celebrating. But for this card, I think I'm going to go ahead and turn it into a birthday card. So with that, I'm going to bring in the go-to greeting, and I'm going to stamp on my inside white piece a happy birthday sentiment. And I think I want to use this really big one. Let's see, will that fit across there? It will. Just need to go grab my bigger block here. And I'm going to do that in the Flirty Flamingo as well. Okay. This is a fun stamp set, and it's really quite simple too. Okay, I'm going to try to get this straight. That looks good. All right. So, I believe that is all the stamping we need to do. Okay. So the first thing, we've got the inside done here. So the first thing we need to do is get our card base. We need to get these embossed hexagons with some dimensional stickers on them. I loved the white on white effect on the card that is on the catalog front. So pretty. Now 2 of them I'm going to wait because the whole shape is not going to be sitting on the card. Okay, so this piece here is going to go on about there. So I only need to put some dimensionals on the upper portion. Let's see how that sits. I think I'm going to cut, I'll use some of these ends here to kind of fill in on the sides. Okay. So what you're going to want to do is once you figure out where you want this piece, you'll cut it off after you've attached it. So I'm going to go ahead and release the papers on the back here. And I kind of get this lined up where I want it. Probably right about. And if you lay it lightly, you'll have a little bit of time to move it if it's not straight how you want it. Now I can just flip this over and follow along the edge of this card here and cut that off. Just like that. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and get these where we want them. So we're going to go up this way and just line up these straight edges, leaving a little bit of a gap. There we go. There's that one. I'm going to do one more here, trying to leave about the same amount of a gap as I did right here. Okay, now the next one I'm going to put right here. pretty good. And then we're going to put one right there. And then I'll need to measure that other one to see where I want to put it and where I may need to cut it. Okay. Need to move this up just the tiniest bit. There we go. Okay, now this one, I need to kind of measure where I'm going to put my dimensionals, and I think I can do it just by laying it down like here. Grab a couple. I think if I get them close, that should do it right there. Okay, so I'm going to get those on good, release these, and line this up with about the same amount of space between those three pieces there. That looks good, and then I'm going to flip that over and just cut off my excess here. Okay, so there's our pattern. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get this put in on the inside. So let's go ahead and mount this first. And it gave it some time for that pinky ink to dry. The reds, inks with the reds take just a tiny bit longer to dry. So okay, there's that. All right, so our inside piece is done, and now we're going to go ahead and play with the outside. So I'm going to grab a large flower and a small flower. That one's more yellow, so I'm going to grab this smaller one that has more pink in it, and we're going to just grab some leaves. See, we've already got that shape, and I believe there's 3 different shapes of leaves. Maybe there's only 2 on these larger ones. Yeah, there's only 2. Okay, let's have a more green one. Do that. Oh no, there is 2 sizes. 2 sizes of these more round ones. We'll grab that. And then that would be nice. That one. Let's do that one. Okay. So I'm going to use 6 leaves and try to get these in without spilling them on the floor onto the back into this bag here. So what I did is I just went through and cut the whole sheet out at one time. All right, I'll put these other ones back. Okay, so sorry if you hear the TV in the background. My husband has it up pretty loud. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of lay these down on here where I think I might want them, and I already know that I'm going to need to put dimensionals on the back of this one, so I'm going to go ahead and get that on there. Okay, now we're going to bring in our mini glue dots so that we can get the leaves on there. So I'm going to get a glue dot on one of this curved leaf on the front, kind of to the side, because I'm going to actually stick 2 leaves together. And I'm going to stick that right about there. Then I'm going to grab one of these other leaves here that has more yellow, so we'll do the one with more of a greenish tint. I'm just going to stick that to the back there. Actually, I want it this side. Here we go. And that is going to go there. And then I'm going to stick leaves on both of these sides here. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to grab this bigger one here. And grab a dot. I'm going to get this one ready too. Okay. I think I'm going to put this one right here. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. Okay, so we're going to do that. And then this other one, I'm going to stick in this little area here. And then grab this. There we go. And I'm going to put that down there like that. So I'm going to go ahead and glue some of this down right here. Sure that sticks. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and release the paper off of this and tuck that in right about there. Then I'm going to flip this over and just add a little glue on this side here of the flower so it'll stick down there. There's that. And now I'm going to get the sentiment on. Let's see where I want it. Probably right there, so I'm going to get a dimensional and put it on this end here. Do a little bit of glue. Dry release that right here. Okay, so let's do that right about there. There we go. Okay, now the really fun part, the gems. So these are loose, frosted loose gems. There is supposed to be 360, and it looks like there's 3 different sizes and 3 different colors that coordinate with this set. So I'm just going to pour a little bit in the lid there, and I'm going to bring this out and my take your pick tool here, and I'm going to just kind of set that there so it'll stay down while I'm trying to figure out placement here. So put a yellow one there and pink one. That's a big one, so let's do a small pink right here. Yellow. Pink one right there. Yeah, I think right there. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do those there, and I'm going to set that down so it'll hold it down. So I'm just going to open this up. And this just takes the tiniest bit. Drop. The stuff, I think it just because it has air in it is kind of coming out quick. There's that one. I don't even have to squeeze the glue, it just comes out. Okay, go ahead and put the lid back on this. And it comes with a needle so that way the tip doesn't get plugged. There we go. And there is our card. I think it's so pretty, so simple and so pretty. Happy birthday. Now here's the sample one I made, and I followed that design a little bit more closely. Well, sort of. I mean, I didn't have the big stem thing that went up, but I used a different embossing folder for this. And used the sentiment from there that says, I couldn't be happier to have you as my friend. So fun. I think these turned out really, really pretty. All right. Well, thank you for joining me, and I will catch you on the next one.